hardest choices require the strongest wills.
I have three names for you tonight, Dante. Keita Rose, Ace Metaphor, and tonight's conversation.
Okay. I've seen some clips, not a lot, but just a little bit.
Well, tonight, what I'm going to do, I'm going to present my case for why men should avoid women like Keita Rose.
I got y'all attention, checkmate. Now let me tell y'all what y'all need to hear.
As we know, Keita Rose was recently fired from tonight's conversation, Ace Metaphor's, traveling show. And now she has come out with a bunch of accusations. She has receipts. She is essentially trying to burn this man's reputation to the ground. And I want to present my case for why men should avoid women like Keita Rose, not necessarily her specifically, but using her as an example of women's behavior, of things that they do when business relationship, partnerships don't go their way.
All right, let's get to it.
Before we get into the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe because we're trying to grow this channel.
Number one, I'm not one of those friends that fall out with a friend and tell their business. These hoes actually never liked me at all. This isn't a hurt people situation. This is a you fucked around and now you're gonna find out.
Okay, let me stop it right there just to show the first part. This isn't hurt people, but this is fuck around and find out. So let's keep that in mind as I'm presenting the case.
Hi, and welcome to episode 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? So because I'm unemployed, this is my content now. So this is the creator of the pod. This is Randy Rosario, Mike the Poet, Trip Fontaine, fine ass Keita Rose, and Mojo Jojo. A lot of you guys are like, well, I don't care about this bitch or that bitch. Where's my favorite? Oh, shit, there she go to your favorite. She be dropping them gems. This is Kitty Rose. She got Randy out quick, fast. She said, I want your spot. How can I manipulate everyone to get it? Uh-oh, bonus feature. This guy says he used to be with Kitty, but that can't be true because it would have been around the time she was married and she can't stand side bitches and she can't stand cheating women. Hello, and thank you for watching part 2 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? It was tonight's conversation, love, sex, and relationships. The tour. The show was a vibe. It was a vibe. It was intimate. It was positive. I had millions of followers. TC had millions of followers, but he lost his page. And when he lost his page, Mojo Jojo said,
Get the fuck out of here, little nigga.
He used to be on tour with, who's that?
Okay, so the first part of my case. Just giving a little background, right? She has some information. She was kind of there from the very beginning. This isn't, she's not hurt. This is just fuck around and find out. So what do you think about the first part of my case?
So far, it's getting a little crazy here because just her not really name dropping, but, basically name dropping, get a little more messy.
Interesting. Good word. Messy.
Can we all agree that Keita Rose is one of those girls that you truly have to be careful about? You have to be careful with women like that because women like that will smile in your face, get all your tea, and be ready to air it out when they're no longer getting their way with you.
Let's keep it moving.
All right.
Hello, governor, and thank you for watching episode 3 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? Anyway, where did we leave off?
I like for men to pee on me, okay? In all true honesty, it's something about that stream hitting that.
You guys were mad about that one. You guys acted like I made that video. One, I'm not kink shaming anybody. If you want to get pissed on, you want to get pissed on. I don't. I'm not judging you. We listen and we don't judge. You're mad at me because your favorite coach, life coach, likes to get pissed on. What did I do? Number 3, this isn't about booty eating, grocery shopping, or anything of the sort. This was to show you how she speaks around people that she's comfortable with. So when you guys said I was bullying her, right, when she got on TikTok crying, y'all were like, oh, you're going too hard. No, she talked like that. She talked like nigga, bitch. That's how she talked. It's just that, not on stage. So I wasn't bullying anybody, but I bet a bitch won't try to bully me. But I bet a bitch won't try to bully me. Now, a lot of women in the comments were like, well, she's apologizing. Yeah, but what he's trying to convey is with narcissistic women, they will do something terrible and then apologize, and then do something terrible and then apologize. Now, upon this guy coming out, there's another guy that came out saying that she shot him with his own gun. Shot at him or shot him.
Oh my God.
Listen here.
Damn near exactly what happened with me and her when I dated her. She saw that I had did some shit in my phone. We started fighting. Well, we didn't even start fighting. She started hitting me. I was 200 pounds, like 250 at the time, 6 feet tall. She's, 5'3", 150 pounds soaking wet. I'm like, I can't hit you, so I'm trying to get out the way. She get in the car, keep hitting me, destroys my car, and then shoots at me with my own gun 3 times.
Yeah, you go first.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What is there to say? There's a lot going on here because somebody getting shot, somebody getting their ass ate, somebody likes eating ass, they like getting pissed on. Like, I mean, those are the main things to point out.
Exactly. This is what I mean. This is the second part of my case. Character assassination. She's not trying to kink shame, but she's putting out your kinks to the public. You know, going to the court of public opinion. This is a very common tactic that women use. So I will say this. She is entertaining. She is funny. I'm not going to lie. She is putting this out there in a very funny manner. But once you kind of look at it more objectively, this is the same character assassination that, any woman would generally do, when things don't go their way, right? Look at the situation with Joy Taylor. What was Joy Taylor going to do if everything didn't go the way she wanted it to go?
Bring out that Me Too accusation.
Exactly. What is Keita Rose doing here? She's burning everything to the ground. When she was being compensated, everything was fine. You didn't hear a word. But now that she was fired, she recognized she didn't sign the NDA. Character assassination in full effect for everybody.
That's crazy though, because it's like, thing is, I think with her putting it in a funny manner, it's a way to like put all the attention on what she's putting out instead of her like, hey, I got all these receipts. Like what you're trying to say here is like, it's like, because I'm more so paying attention to what's been said and not what she's saying. It's like, I'm not asking, hey, how'd you get all this? Like, how'd she get all this? Like, that's just crazy.
Well, you figure she was there from the very beginning. Women tend to compile information. They, take screenshots and they text their friends about things that happen, and they take pictures of you when you're sleeping, and just women tend to do stuff like this. And it is unusual for somebody just to compile all of this information and then just have it ready to go just like that. So let's keep the train moving.
All right.
And pop goes the bad bitch. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on where you are from. Thank you for watching episode 4, season 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? I seen some comments saying like she's playing the victim. She acts like a victim. I'm not a victim. I don't even want to call myself a victim. I trusted a man with taco meat on his face. That man has a taco meat beard. That is the makings of a shiesty fella. Ladies, if your boyfriend has taco meat on his face, he's going to mess you up. Listen to me.
Okay. Come on, Keita. What are you doing? Taco meat. You see what I mean? It's humorous, but I think people are going to get lost in the fact of what she's actually doing. He comes out and now he talks about her looks. Now he looks petty. Like women, they own this court of public opinion thing, man. This is crazy.
Now, Rico was the first villain. He came in to not only be a part of the podcast, but like help direct the podcast. We're sitting in his basement and we're all having a conversation about I just don't know what, but Mojo Jojo and Rico get into it back and forth. Rico doesn't like how he's being spoken to, so he says something along the lines of, shut up, I'll beat your ass in your own house. Something like that. I don't know. And then Mojo Jojo said, use your words. But I think that's when I found out that when you do stand up for yourself, I mean, he didn't have to say. But when you do challenge him, you're going to get fired. So a gentleman reached out and said that he dated Kitty, the, relationship expert. So I'm sure the relationship was healthy and loving and progressive. But the woman just reached out, I guess the girl that he cheated with, and it says Kitty did try to kill him that night. It was because I had butt dialed him. Around that time, he had been messing with both me and her. She found out. Then shit got ugly. That girl used to cyber stalk me. She found out where I lived. She used to go live and talk about me and him over her FB and TikTok. It was a whole shit show.
Okay, let me pause it right there. This is something that women will frequently do. The woman starts talking about a guy, starts airing out his dirty laundry. Other women will then come in and start to pile on and say, oh, I know this bit of information. I know that little bit of information. Here's a little bit more. Here's a little bit more fuel for the fire. I mean, I get where she's coming from. I don't know how you get all this ready so quickly, unless you already had it preparing.
She must have had all that stirring in the pot, just like waiting to just to serve it to the public.
Yeah, because you figure even the part with Rico, who has another show, has this whole other thing going on. He even added all that in. You see, she was there from day one, so she knows all the details. She knows where all the skeletons are hidden, and man, she's digging them all up. But okay, let's keep going. Wow.
Hello, and thank you for watching episode 5, season 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For?
You ain't did the education. You don't know the numbers.
Tell 'em.
Matter of fact, I do. Self-funded.
From money you stole.
Self-promoted.
You using our pixels.
You know what I'm saying?
Self. Yikes.
You'll have a better perspective.
Then give us that perspective.
There's promoters all over the country that'll listen to me talk and understand everything that I'm saying.
We understand you. We just don't
I'm
believe
not
you.
trying to go back and forth.
We've never gotten any information on how much the tour, the app, the clips, the YouTube, the anything have ever made. We've never gotten information on it. The only time we can piece information together is when he's bragging. I got big money. I wipe my ass with 50,000. I make $500,000 a weekend. That's the only time we can kind of say, hey, because I remember something wasn't right with my money though.
Okay. I mean, she goes there and she, it's the money. He's bragging. He's not paying them what they're supposed to. I mean, she is just got all the wagons circled around this guy and attacking him from every angle.
I really think it's like, it has to be some sort of deep grudge for her to do all this. Cause it's like, other than, being let go, because it's like, you must have hated him at first. Like,
well, you know how the saying goes. It was all good just a week ago. Like when you're getting paid and you're getting broke off and you getting the money and everything's cool, everybody's cool when the money's flowing. Shit gets tight, somebody gets fired, somebody's role gets diminished. Boom. You got to avoid women like this. But I'm not going to get into my final synopsis because it's not over yet. There's one small piece left that I want to present to you, and then we're going to come back and figure out if I successfully presented my case as to why men should avoid women like this.
All right.
So aside from all the women that, like the fans that would sleep with Mojo Jojo, because this is when I found out that tour life means a lot of effing is going on. A lot of boot scooting boogieing. So aside from all the women that he would sleep with on tour, he would sleep with, his assistants. So I met one of his assistants that let me know that he get down.
The case that I'm presenting here as to why men should avoid women who behave in this manner. They're compiling information. They are getting information from other sources and putting it all together to assassinate your character, to ultimately burn everything to the ground. It's like, if I can't have it, nobody will. So what do you think?
I think it's very dangerous when it comes to this. Trying to find those kind of characteristics from Keto Rose, it's something very tough to really look for. And honestly, I think that's just the way it's just the cookie crumbles, because it's like there's a reason why they have her sign an NDA. I mean,
It could have just forgot. It was so early on. Where you figure she was one of the early participants. Maybe it wasn't needed at that point, or they sent it and somebody forgot to get it back from her.
True.
You know what I mean? But I did want to address one thing you said. You said it's kind of hard to determine whether a woman would do this or a woman wouldn't. I 100% agree with you that it is hard to determine whether women are going to do this or not, because I want to say probably 95% of women would do this. But what I will say is when a woman has a history of doing something like this, because women love talk about their past when she says, oh, I did this to this person, or yeah, I put my baby daddy on child support and I'm there every year getting my increase. You got to look at how she treats other people, and she's going to treat you the same way. So that's why I'm saying avoid women like Keita Rose. When you see the history of bad decisions and mistakes she's made, how she's treated people poorly, when things go bad and there are mistakes with her, she's going to treat you the exact same way. So that is the case that I am presenting. I think I have successfully presented my case. What do you think?
Okay, so I agree. I think it's more so like when you get to know a woman, it's just have them talk about themselves and what they do, like what you just said. And it's just eventually everything comes to light. I do have a question for you.
Okay.
What if there's something that they're aware of about their past that they rather not say? Is that when you try to dig deep or you try to look for other sources?
It really just depends on what it is. You could hide certain things about yourself, but they're going to come out at some point. You know, when you talk to someone's family or friends or something like that, something's going to slip out at some point. You don't have to continuously dig. These things are going to present themselves. And if they hide them that well, then there's not much you could do with someone who is intentionally hiding something from you and essentially manipulating you. There's nothing you can do about that. So it's going to come out. That's how I feel. And at that point, you have to be prepared to make whatever decision you have to make at that particular time. Is it leaving that person, or is it staying with that person and then enduring it or forgiving them or whatever it is? But you got to be prepared to make any decision as necessary.
Okay. Word of the wise, everybody.
So yeah, it's a wrap. Keita Rose. Guys got to stay away from women like you. Also, if you're supposed to get an NDA signed, get the goddamn NDA signed. Motherfuckers sloppy with their paperwork. Ace Metaphor, your whole shit is about to go up in smoke because you're sloppy with the paperwork. Till next time, Airs on Air. We out.